And now I'd like to welcome up to the stage a very important piece of this puzzle. He is the Chief Information Officer of the United States Postal Service. Please welcome Mr. Jim Cochran.
Thank you, Ralph, for that kind introduction. Hey, I'm very excited to be back home here in the Big Apple. Grew up here just in time for New York City Comic-Con, and I'd like to welcome all of the stamp fans and Comic-Con attendees who are here today. I'd also like to welcome several honored guests today from our Citizen Stamp Advisory Committee. These are the people that help the Postmaster General select from over 20,000 applications every year, about 20-25 stamps that we do. So Harry Brinker, BJ Bueno, and Marucci Santana, thank you for being here with us today. I want to thank all of you for joining us, and along with everyone here, help us dedicate the newest members of the philatelic family amazing stamps to celebrate the 75th anniversary of one of the most admired and popular superheroes in history. Of course, I'm talking about the Cape Crusader himself, Batman, who protects Gotham City, New York, from the forces of evil and strikes terror into the hearts of criminals. And it's very fitting that we are dedicating these stamps during National Stamp Collecting Month. Because as any good Batman fan will tell you, and you just heard it, Bruce Wayne, Batman's alter ego, had many hobbies, including stamp collecting. In fact, stamp collecting played an important role in the childhood of Bruce Wayne, who shared the hobby with his father in the pages of comic books during the 50s. We did a lot of research on this. I used to collect comic books when I was a kid, and I liked following all the superheroes. But in my role as a Chief Information Officer that's responsible for technology and its use in the Postal Service, I find myself relating a lot to Batman, who uses technological resources to get the job done. He wasn't born with superhero powers. After all, there's nothing cooler in comic books than Batman's fancy technological gadgets and his belt. Since the character's creation in 1939, Batman has introduced the world to some of the most clever technological innovations in all of pop culture, probably a leading edge of things that were designed years later. From his high-tech devices to his famous Batmobile, it seems Batman always has a gadget at the ready to deal with every dicey situation he finds himself in. I've always envied Batman for his Batmobile. Now, I'm responsible for the Postal Service's 228,000 iconic delivery vehicles you see all over the streets of New York today. But I gotta be honest, none of them are as cool as the Batmobile. I also think it'd be great to have someone like Batman's trusted assistant and confidant, Alfred Pennyworth, around. As far as I'm concerned, he can have a job in my research and development group any day of the week. When you stop and think about it, it's truly amazing how Batman has evolved with the technology advancements in the real world over the decades. Perhaps that's one of the reasons why this fascinating character and role model has endured for 75 years. And right now, when the world could use a few heroes, we celebrate Batman in all his glory and some of his finest moments as depicted on our new limited edition Forever stamps. Featuring art from notable Batman comic book artists including Jim Lee, and designed by our art director, Greg Breeding, the stamps depict Batman from 4 important eras of comic book history and 4 incarnations of the Bat emblem. And don't forget, these are Forever stamps, so they'll always be good even if the price of postage goes up. So please, use them on your letters and packages and let Batman and his commitment to justice serve as an inspiration to all of us. And now it's my pleasure, I'd like to invite 2 more guests to join me in the celebration of the 75th anniversary of the Batman as we dedicate our new Batman Forever stamp. First, I'd like to bring up the artist, Greg Breeding, the art director who did an amazing job on these stamp designs. And of course, and finally, the Cape Crusader himself, our special guest, the hero we're here to honor, Batman.
It's a good one.